You better be in the house when them street lights come on. Ain't that what your mama used to tell you? But I bet you when she told you to stay out the streets, she had no idea that the YouTube streets would take over the world. Uncle Juice, public figure Boogie, Baby Down So Raw, Detroit Gossip, and the most dangerous voice in Detroit, Dawgface TV.
Bitch, I talk more shit than Dawgface.
They running shit from coast to coast. Welcome to the Danger Zone.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Let's go.
Mic check 1 2 1 2. Mic check 1 2 1 2. My name is Dawgface Calderon. This is Real Life Unfiltered. This is a special episode of Real Life Unfiltered. We're taking over Real Life TV. For all you guys who tuned in from Real Lyfe Street Starz, Real Life production page, the 1.6 million people who are tuned in, welcome. Welcome. I have a big dog in the building. Hey, listen, I've been watching this young man's career for years now, right? He doesn't know this because I've never told him this, but I've been a student of his. He's a young OG in the music business, and now he's crossed over into the podcast business, and he's turned himself into a household name because of his perspectives. He's raw, he's unapologetic, he's a bit of an asshole too. Wayno is in the building. What's the word with you, brother?
What's poppin', Dawgface? What's the deal, my G? How you doing, brother?
I hope you don't mind.
No, we good, bro. Listen, I love it. I told you when we was talking, bro, I said I'm from the block, so like shit don't bother me, man. You know what I'm saying? Like talking is second nature when you come from where we come from. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
first, for real, like, you know.
Right. So Wayno, let me ask you a question before we get into our subject matter. This is all the smoke. We want all the smoke. Wayno and I, we're going to tackle some of the culture's most controversial issues, things that are currently on the wire now that people are arguing about, fighting about, cussing and fussing about. Before we even get into that, Wayno, how does it feel? How's the transition from the music business to the podcast business? Is it one and the same? Is it different? Because a lot of times we have people who operate in the world of entertainment. They operate from the shadows, and you know who they are. You see them, but they're not really verbal out loud, right? They just do what they do. So, yeah. How has it transitioned from a behind the scenes mover and shaker in the music business? How has that transition been now that you are in front of the camera talking and giving your opinion? And what has been the response?
Man, I mean, you know, I've been on the camera for like about a good 8 years now, but in the past 2 years is when I've been doing it on my own.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like I got lucky being on Complex, you know what I mean, off the rip. So I jumped right into it. I didn't really know much about it. I didn't even know that this shit was really entertainment for real. I didn't even know you could get paid for it. It's been like bumpy transitioning wise, because like when music, the tough thing about music is like your check most times is dependent upon what you do with other people. When you doing independent media, it's dependent upon you. See, right. I ain't gotta wait for a nigga to go do a show for me to go collect the money and then me get a piece of that money, or I ain't gotta wait for somebody else to get a check. I can get my own check. So right. In the respect of like just doing it on my own, it's more so like I gotta put more work in. You know what I mean? I gotta put a lot more work in, but it's been good. I mean, for the most part, bro, like my relationships is my relationships. A lot of people who have worked with me, they respect what it is that I'm doing, because I wanted to make myself into like ESPN, but for hip hop. You know what I mean? Like whenever something going on, I could talk about it.
I got you. So have you had a situation or situations where people who you've worked with in close proximity in the music business, they have been in the spotlight? Have you had a situation where you've gotten a phone call like, hey, Wayno, I know you're doing content now. I know you're doing podcasts. Don't get me together like that, bro. Don't blast me. Have you had that yet?
Yeah. But like in different instances. So like, honestly, bro, like, I know this shit might sound crazy because like I worked with academics for some years, and
right.
You know, I was on a big show and all of that. But like when I started doing my own thing, I didn't know how the internet worked as far as like how things could get misconstrued. Like I really didn't understand that, because while I was ever since I've been doing media, I've been working in the music industry. So I never really dealt with no controversy. And like the first time was like the Dreamville shit. You know what I mean? Like I was just basically speaking about being like hosting that Dreamville Fest. and I was just talking about general conversation. I didn't think it was nothing crazy. Like I'm thinking like me and niggas, we just talking shit. And then I basically said that, you know, somebody I was talking to said that Kendrick was overrated. Mm-hmm. And I just meant it like we just was talking shit. It's no different than if we talking about basketball. We wasn't looking at it as like this deep thing. And when I did the episode, I didn't have like a big following on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? Like I probably had maybe 5,000 subs. And when the episode came out, it went viral. Like it got clipped up and they started making it seem like I was at J. Cole house and shit. And I was doing something personal with them. And I couldn't even explain myself. And then people that I was cool with kind of started looking at me different. And I never intended it to be nothing malicious. You know what I'm saying? I just was speaking my mind and shit. And I thought that me saying, yeah, I was like me and the niggas from Dreamville, I'm cool with, we just laughing and joking, talking shit. I didn't think it would be taken into like this deep context of like Dreamville being haters. And it wasn't that at all. You know what I'm saying? Right. So that was my first instance of like, damn, this shit is kind of crazy.
So, I mean, you come from the complex world. Mm-hmm. We might as well just get right into it. Just perfect segue.
Yeah, let's do it.
Hey, Wayno, you're going to have to excuse me because I'm a bit rough around the edges. You know, I went to third grade and dropped out. So a lot of this shit, I'm just winging this shit, right?
I got a little further than you. I dropped out in ninth grade, but you know what I mean? We both
yeah, you've been to college as far as this shit is concerned.
Yeah, I mean, as far as this concerned, but I ain't never been to no college, like for real.
I got you. So what the fuck? What in the entire fuck were we witnessing with the complex's hip hop media power ranking list, 31 through 35, 35 through 1?
Yeah.
Hey, listen.
All right. So, what's the question though? Because I want to answer this correctly. I want to answer this correctly.
What in the fuck was that, bro? I'm going to say that there are at least 10 to 12 people who I've never heard of. I had to go do my due diligence and research these people to figure out who they were. And then even when I did, I don't want to sound like a hater. I never prefix what I'm going to say. I always just say this shit, right? So I'm just going to be myself. I'm like, bro, does that rise to the power? Because it said when I read the intro of the whole power player list, it talked about people who were integral parts of media as it specifically related to hip hop, and I'm assuming urban culture, right? People whose word or whose opinion or whose body of work moved the needle and inspired thoughts and inspired and incited conversations about all things culture, specifically hip hop. Some of the people on that list, I'm just gonna be absolutely honest, about 10 of them don't fucking know. And then I read further and it said that they, for the first time ever, they added writers, traditional writers in terms of journalistic styling to the mix. And I think that's what threw the fucking shit off for me.
So I totally respect them adding writers as journalists because I'm not gonna lie, people call me a journalist. I'm not no fucking journalist, bro. Like I know people consider me a journalist based on the work that it is that I do. Right. But I didn't go to school for that shit. So it's like I literally jumped into somebody's dream job day one. Right. So I respect anybody who's built on the craft of like going to school for communications, penning that shit, taking time to put things together. Like a lot of times people be giving me flack because they're like, oh, you missed this or you missed that. I be going off of like how I was when I was on the block when I was a kid, or how I was on the block when I was a young man. It's like the way I do shit is like, yo, my friends call me all the time, yo, what you think about such and such? So I approach it from that standpoint. Like I'm gonna talk about it the same way I'm gonna talk about it if I was talking to them. But as far as the list, I'm gonna keep it 100, bro. I never started doing what I was doing so I could make a list. Okay. Like that's not my thing. Okay. I understand it. And yeah, because people started putting me next to other people, and I'm like, I mean, if that's your plight, if you feel that way, then cool. But I personally don't give a fuck about that because that list don't make me no more money or it don't take no money out my pocket. Right. Like I'm about getting the bread. So like I respected the list. For one, I seen my man Rob Markman on there. Rob Markman is one of my close personal friends. He the first person that when we started around the same time showed me the money. Like, yo, you can make some money doing this just out the crib. And when I seen that, I took that and ran with it. So I respect the list, but it is what it is. Like that shit don't keep me up at night at all. Like I think that even if I don't know something about certain people or you don't, keep in mind, I'm now considered an old nigga and you an older nigga. So, so you know what I mean? So it's certain shit that's just not going to resonate with us. You feel me?
Hey, listen, I'm a day one hip hopper. I'm a Gen 1.
Mm-hmm.
I came up with Grandmaster Flash, Melly Mel, Stetson Sonic. I'm talking about when hip hop, when the dress code for hip hop was leather pants and silk shirts and jerry curls. I go back that far. So, and that meant that I was an aficionado of all things New York because
that's what it was at that time.
It was at that time. We didn't have anything other than that. You know what I'm saying? My first gangster rapper was KRS-One. You know what I'm saying? With that 9mm go, that was like what? Just talking about popping and Scott LaRock and being a super hoe and BDP posse mean beat that, and then fucking Cool G rap.
Yeah, Cool G rap
on the run. Bro,
look. Let me show you. So, all right. So, see, you was outside when that shit was going on.
Yeah, I was.
I was in kindergarten. You feel me? So like, I remember watching the Push It video, like being like in the second grade. And my grandfather, he used to come, like my grandfather and my grandmoms, they would split up, but my grandpops used to always come spend the night and every now and then. And he walked by and see me watching Push It, was like, turn that shit off. What's that you watching? So it's like, I grew up, like my first song I loved was Walk This Way by Run DMC. Right. I think that like my first favorite rapper was probably MC Lyte when I was a little kid. Okay. You know what I mean? So I grew up in that time when I was in elementary school and all of that shit. You know what I mean? Like, so for me, I understand, you know, what hip hop means, but a lot of the, you know, the media now is not specifically based on hip hop in the aspect of music. Right. It's about hip hop, the crime that happens in hip hop, or the stories that happen behind the scene. But you don't necessarily see niggas talking about making the record no more. You know what I mean? Or like signing the artist no more. Like that's not the sexy story like it used to be. Absolutely true. I mean, so. And what that does is, and I don't mean to go up on a tangent, but what that does, it speaks to what it takes to be present in as far as an artist is concerned. It's no longer simply just about the music. Right. It encompasses the art form, or it encompasses the culture. The culture. You can't just be an artist and expect to make it. There has to be some there. Yeah. You have to be relevant. You have to be significant in ways, in situations that are not necessarily just musical, right? In order to be here, in order to be known, in order to be seen, in order to be accepted. They want to. I grew up, you know, so it was like when I saw the behind the scenes making of the videos on a BET and MTV and VH1, right? It was, to me, it appeared as if that was substance, because it was giving me a peek of what the artist's life was like outside of a rap video. Because from a rap video, you never know if that's a person's car, that's a person's home. So the making of the video and the behind the scenes shit was more important to me. It became more important to me than the actual video itself, because I wanted to see and know. MTV gave us that, and then BET gave us the additional information, which made us fall in love with the character versus just the music. Yeah. Right. And that's just what it is, because we want to know about Beyonce. We want to know about Jay-Z. We don't want to just know the music. We want to know. We want to feel like we know them personally. We want to buy into their overall package. Right. The complex list. So when I read it, and I say they added traditional writers. I'm not going to shoot anybody down. But it was real. So when you put in New York Times anything to me in this generation, it doesn't scream culture to me. It doesn't scream hip hop. It doesn't scream the shit that we know as it exists right now. The New York Times, I can't even pronounce the two Italian gentlemen's names, but it said Popcast. That threw me off. It didn't say pot. It said Popcast. So what the fuck does pop have to do with hip hop media influencers, people who move the needle and spark and ignite conversation as it relates to hip hop? I give you this though. Tell me, you're a New Yorker. So I'm a New Yorker. I don't like New York Times. That doesn't like, that's just a name to me. You know, like I'm a New Yorker, bro. I've never been in the motherfucking Empire State Building nor to the Statue of Liberty. Never? Nah, that's not nothing that we like. Those things ain't things to us. That's what I'm saying. Like New York Times, like that's a name. It's a prestigious name. Now, what I was about to say is those two brothers, well, not brothers, but you know what I mean, like those two guys.
We can call them brothers.
Yeah, they brothers. You know what I mean? They broke the story last year when Pusha T was going at Travis Scott and you know what I mean. They on their podcast. I don't personally watch their podcast, but they do have a level of demand where motherfuckers tune into their shit. Now, I think it's a difference between everything you saying, like what niggas like. You know what I mean? Like it's a difference between what they do and what niggas like. And what niggas like is nigga shit. So what they do is not necessarily chef for us to watch. Mm-hmm. We might get a wind of it, but that's not necessarily what we may be tuned into. But that doesn't mean that they not putting in work. So that's how I be looking at this shit, because honestly, bro, I'm gonna keep it 100. With media, every day I'm finding out some new shit I could do with this. This was never on my list of goals, and I don't say that to like kind of shit on the space I'm in, because I love the space I'm in. But it's like daily, I'm learning like, oh, wow. So I could actually build a new show. I could actually build a new idea and all of that type stuff. You feel me?
Right. Do you want to talk about, so they listed 35 people. If you have to have been living under a rock if you're in this medium and you're operating in this space, or if you're just a casual observer, a casual fan of the culture as it relates to hip hop and media, right? Mm-hmm. Wayno, podcasters are the most powerful people in terms of those who have, in terms of media. Now, this is a podcast world. This is not necessarily a traditional journalist world. This is not.
Yeah, I agree there.
Like when you talk about the Elliot Wilsons of the world, right? To me, Elliot is like the Statue of Liberty. Right? So I knew that he wasn't feeling all this modern bebop ass podcast blogger shit. I knew that he wasn't feeling it because he's like a respectfully, he's like an old mobster type shit. Oh, journalistic mob figure. If you're not this, if you're not traditional, I'm poo-pooing and shoo-shooing your ass, right? Mm-hmm. I didn't like Elliot until he gave his analysis of the Drake project. When he gave his analysis of the Drake project, you won me fucking over, Elliot, because I feel the same way he feels. But before we get into that, Wayno, is there anybody? Can you shuffle? Is there anybody out of the top 35 that you feel like shouldn't have been on there? I'm gonna press your ass about this.
Okay, that's cool.
Is there anybody? So if you take somebody off, if you put somebody on, you have to take somebody off. Give me 3 people that you would put on and 3 people who you would take off.
So I don't have the list in front of me, but I would put.
No.
You got the list? Okay, I would put my man Chick Smooth on there.
Okay.
Chick Smooth is somebody like when I want to know what's going on, like I get in tune with Chick Smooth, you know what I'm saying? Because Chick Smooth, he always consistent with how he do shit and he gets shit done fast. Like people, like I get shit done fast too, but Chick Smooth. I feel like Rob Markman should have been moved up.
Okay.
I feel like he should move, and I'm gonna take my personal. I mean, I can't take my personal, but I don't give a fuck. That's my brother. I love him.
Right.
He should be higher on the list.
So no problem with Rob Markman.
Nah, that's my personal friend. You know what I mean? Like none at all. Okay. Now him, I don't know. Now I don't know him. Like, you know what I'm saying? But I'm also an older nigga. So it's like, I'm not tuned into what he doing. But if I could have removed, I would remove that nigga to put Chick Smooth.
So he's a Twitch streamer. He has 2.1 million on Twitch. He has 2.9, almost 3 million on YouTube.
Great shit.
His comical satire where he reviews music videos and just does reviews. So is this, so hey, Wayno, let's get this shit straight first.
All right.
Is this a young man sport in terms of media? Are we being bumped out the way or
nah?
It's not a young man sport.
No, it's a young man sport. We not being bumped out the way though. It's in like so the dude Dante, right? Like I don't personally watch him, but right. That again, like my oldest daughter is 24, so she might be up on him, and that might be who that nigga is to her. Might be what Joe Claire was to me with Rap City. Right. I don't know.
Absolutely.
Like so I be like a lot of times, like I'm not playing it safe. It's just that I'm not gonna eliminate shit and say fuck this nigga just off the sake of me not knowing him. Like I'm not gonna do that. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like who's this next nigga right here? Who is this nigga? I don't know. I don't be knowing these people.
So listen, Alphonse Pierre.
Alphonse Pierre. Okay.
Pitchfork. So he's a traditional journalist of sorts because he's from Pitchfork and
Pitchfork niggas, it's already quiet for them just off the fact that they be rating people albums horribly. So if you're associated with Pitchfork, I already have a negative connotation towards the brand because it's so many albums that they just shit on for. I think it's like that's their brand is to basically shit on albums.
Right. So listen, I want to add this to it. So in the world we live in now, your followers, whether you have a blue check or not, whether it's a legit blue check, that shit matters. So this person, Alphonse Pierre, he's from Pitchfork and the Lot Radio. Don't know. Pitchfork is I look at Pitchfork like I look at
New York Times.
Yes, right. So he has 19,000. He has 17.9K followers on X. It doesn't say. It doesn't say what his Instagram presence is. It doesn't say what his YouTube presence is. So in my mind, I'm like, bro, how are you a mover and shaker? How are you a crafter? How is your word? So is it just because you're Pitchfork and you're writing with Pitchfork? Does that make you a power player? Because on your own, I don't see any significant presence you have, which would tell me that you are moving the pendulum in any way.
So I would take him on. I'll put my nigga Flacco on there too.
How? So listen. So
I would put Flacco on there.
How? We're gonna get into the Sean Cotton conversation too.
Okay.
And the No Jumper, because I've heard you speak about no.
I've done like three interviews with No Jumper before too.
Okay, so listen. So when I saw this right here, it made me mad because Elliot is a stuffy old mobster, fucking traditional journalist. He rocks the Elliot Wilson experience, where he's using his connections in the music business to land interviews that a normal person who started from the bottom of this thing couldn't do. He's a podcaster because he's an interview podcaster now. So he jumped the line. And I want to ask you, Wayno, some of these people.
Wait, you say he jumped the line?
Well, in terms of, so he didn't. Elliot Wilson is a legendary figure.
He's been doing this shit for 30-something years.
He's a legendary figure, but is he a mover? Does he move the needle? Does he?
I don't think he does like he used to. But I don't take nothing. So this is the thing. I've done episodes talking about Elliot. Like I did an episode talking about Elliot when he was talking about Cam and Mason shit.
Right.
Nobody can say nothing negative to me about Cam and Mason. So I don't care. I'm from Harlem, like for real. Not the fake Harlem that these niggas be. You know what I mean?
No, listen. So every time I go to Harlem, I go to Sylvia's. That's just my.
Oh, you scratching the surface, man. Sylvia's is cool, but that's.
Yeah, my man Little's put me up on some other things up there in Harlem.
Yeah.
He told me to check out, and when I go back, I'm going to go there. But
yeah.
So I'm an old head nigga, like you have so eloquently pointed out. Like, I'm an old head nigga, so I understand. I'm a student of history, religion, and politics, right?
Okay.
So and geography as well. So when it comes to the Harlem Renaissance, bro, everything about the vibrancy of Harlem, the writers, everything about from Zora Neale Hurston to you name it, to Sheikh Anti-Diop, to Francis Cress Welsing, to everything, I understand the impact, because without Harlem, the black intelligentsia we need Harlem. Black people needed Harlem, period. Because Harlem was black excellence at its finest during a time in this country where it was hard to find large pockets of concentrated nigger shit, a Negro or black folk who had that much going on as far as arts. It's just a vibrant period. So Harlem, and then when you go to the gangster shit, the Bumpy Johnson and Madam Sinclair, these are real people.
Yeah, it's real. You know what's crazy, and a lot of people may not know this, but the Harlem Crips in LA chose the name based on the Renaissance.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it's like Harlem has so much deep-rooted history when it comes to, great things and, street things. You know what I'm saying? It's a deep history. So the reason why I said that was because when Elliot did, he was talking about how Cam asking the tough questions, and I think that era is over about just asking the tough question. You know what I mean? It's like it does reign supreme if you're talking to certain people, but at the same time, generally speaking, niggas just want to see people talking.
Yeah,
you know what I mean, they want to hear a good conversation. They want to hear some good stories, some funny moments. If niggas get out of line, they want to see that type of stuff. If you create that type of content, but I felt like yeah, if I mean, I don't know if I would take. I don't know what Elliot did over the past year, and I'm not saying that to slight him, but I feel like a lot of the list is also based on politics. You know what I mean? Because everything is.
Hey, listen. So listen, when you create it, so now we get into the dangers of something like this, because I'm going to take out the complex people. There are several people on here who I was scratching my head, and I found out that they are complex alumni. So that kind of like threw me off. But now we get into the dangers of you people are putting together a list of people, and these lists matter, especially in the times that we're living in now. Right? Because people deals are renegotiated based on lists like this, acknowledgement like this. Not so much, it's not a deal breaker, right? But these things are taken into consideration. I'm sure that the top 10 say, hey, nigga, I need a little bit more of this. My production budget needs to go up. Something. I need a Bentley because she just gave me just like an NFL, NBA contract. If I reach this milestone, if I'm voted to the All-Star team, what do I get? I was up above and beyond my contract, right? So let's just we can just gonna zoom through this shit right quick. Say yeah. So underground sound. Are you familiar? Not familiar?
It depends on what we're talking in terms of when it comes to underground. Yeah.
Are they power players in the world of hip hop media?
Who?
Underground sound.
Wait, did you just go past them?
Oh yeah, right here you go. Right here, underground sound.
Nah, I don't know nothing about it. But yo, I'm gonna keep it 102, bro. I don't be listening to a lot of shit. Like I'm not one of them niggas that feel like in 2026 I gotta get up and listen to every single person.
Right.
Yeah, I'm not one of the people, bro. Like I don't be into none of that. But I feel like Gina, I just seen Gina and DJ Head like good.
There.
Yeah, they belong there. You know what I mean? They do a lot of great work. You know what I'm saying? They definitely belong on there.
Okay, I got you. So let's zoom through. So Arshawn Jawade.
Who? Let me see. Yeah, I don't know nothing about him.
Is this the guy who be saying nigga and shit? Is this?
I doubt that. Yeah, I doubt that.
Right. It wouldn't be that far. It wouldn't be. So Kid Mero. So this
Mero, I fuck with Mero.
You fuck with Mero. So listen. Yeah. So here's where I have a problem. I don't have a problem with Mero because I understand who he is. But Kid Mero, he took over for Ebro and Ebro's crew, right? So how could Kid Mero be 28 and Ebro be in the top 10 when Ebro basically lost his job for non-performance?
I mean, Mero, I feel like, he is starting something new. You got what's that shit? Like keep in mind he was on 7 p.m. in Brooklyn with Mello. Yes. He does interview a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? Now, as far as Ebro, I don't know, man. I feel like Ebro, he's gonna be ranked every year.
Just because.
Not just because he does work, but he an OG. You know what I'm saying? Like that nigga's an OG. He has been a part of big shit like the Super Bowl stuff with Apple.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like he's a part of he worked with Apple too. Like he got his own thing that they building from the ground up now, but like I don't know if he should be 10. Is he number 10?
He about number 9.
We gotta power through a lot of this shit.
Here your boy.
Yeah.
It's your boy, Jimmy. The Capo be number 28. Listen, I'm gonna argue with you. I can see this coming right now. We're gonna power through this shit. But listen, they added not just they added writers, but then they also added platforms as well. I personally don't think Jim should be on this list absent Wayno, Dave East, and Fabulous, because I think that the combination of those 4 gentlemen, I think since you're adding platforms as well, not just individuals, I think that because Jim is more well known for, he has his own thing now, right? But he's more well known for, let's rap about it. So I think,
but he also got the artist-to-artist platform too. But the let's rap about it shit. Like let's keep it 100. They tuned in because of Wayno and Jim. They the main ones who talk on there. So they tuned in because of them niggas. You know what I'm saying? For they the ones that lead the conversation. Like every time you see a clip, it's them too.
Right. They're more controversial than Fab and Dave East.
Yeah.
So they have more of a presence in the culture. Even though Fabulous is on my top 10 list of bar for bar destroyers of humanity, Fab is on my list of top 10 gang spitters in the history of hip hop. Noriega.
Mm-hmm.
Nori he should be on the list because that Drink Champ shit. If you're on a promo run, if you are said executive or you are said A&R, if you're said media personality for whatever label, if you're running that artist up, you want to have him on Drink Champs. Is that true or not true?
Yeah, I mean, Drink Champs is one of them platforms that's just like a staple now. Like it's not never going nowhere.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like if Drink Champs was to ever change, it would just be a transition into something else of what they already doing. But Drink Champs is some shit that ain't like they built that into something. Like, and it what niggas don't be understanding when it's coming to this media stuff is it take a lot of work, bro. It's a lot of rescheduling, a lot of sitting down and getting things done with the artist, like making last minute things happen. And everybody who's somebody has been on Drink Champs, so Nori's gonna stay there. Yeah.
So listen, hip hop media. Now, Shannon Sharp is a media tycoon. He's a titan. He's a powerhouse.
Mm-hmm.
But hip hop media?
Yeah, I don't know about hip hop media. For Shannon Sharp,
like I look at him above. I think his contribution to the culture it is well documented now that he's operating in this Club Shay Shay space. But I don't look at him as hip hop necessarily, even though I know he's brought comedians and rappers on. I look at Shannon as a step above. I think him being on this list is really like, if he's going, Shannon Sharp is a powerhouse. I think it's an insult. If you're going to include him, I think it's an insult for him to be at 24. Because he has one. Yeah, he's had. If you're going to include him at all, I don't see him as hip hop. But if you're going to include him at all, I don't see him at 24 because of what Club Shay Shay means to the culture.
Yeah. I mean, Shannon Sharp, bro, the thing about hip hop is this, man. Hip hop is they done turn hip hop into a bitch that everybody could get with, bro. Like, yeah. That's the only thing. It's like, it's not like everything is hip hop now. It's like whatever you do, everything is hip hop. You mention, all you got to do is mention a song, or you got to talk to a person that made a song or made a t-shirt. Now it's just hip hop. You know what I mean? It's like, it's a weird ass space, bro. Like it's a weird ass space because like for a person like yourself that holds it in a high regard and respect all these other aspects of it, a lot of the people don't give a fuck about that.
Right.
I mean, they don't care about that shit. So
listen, now we're finna get into the cat fighting. How the fuck is listen, I respect the craft. Lauren LaRosa is a professional.
Mm-hmm.
She's closer to Angela Yee than Just Hilarious.
I agree there.
So does her inclusion on this, shouldn't it be just in Breakfast Club as a unit versus no?
No, only reason why is because I feel like people knew, like they kind of knew about Lauren, but when the Diddy trial happened, the way she was covering it, the way she covered that Diddy trial, bro, is like she made a name for herself outside of just the Breakfast Club and outside of Ain't That the Girl from TMZ. Right. You know what I mean? She made a name for herself with that. So I think it also helps to be on the biggest nationally syndicated, now it's about to be worldwide syndicated show in the world, radio show, because they about to put it on Netflix for everywhere. Yeah. So I think that helps a lot. I think Lauren deserved to be on there. I think that she should be higher though, for real. Okay, so my question is, so we know about the infighting that happened when Jess went on maternity leave and Lauren stepped in for her and became the it girl, became the Batman to Envy and Charlamagne's Robin. I mean, became the Robin to their Batman situation. So why do we need, if we have this woman who occupies this space and who has this degree of recognition, why do we need Just Hilarious? Doesn't it seem to be a bit redundant at this point? Hey man, she signed that contract. You can't just
honor that contract.
Yeah, you can't. Like me personally, look.
I'll fuck with the comedians now.
I fuck with Jess too, but I don't. Me personally, she not my cup of tea for the show. Right. I think that like what she does outside of the show. Like I went to one of her comedy shows one time. She was decent. You know what I mean? But like Lauren, as far as her reporting, I feel like Lauren got it. You know what I'm saying? Like Lauren got it. For sure.
and she's more of a. So I have no problem with Gillian Wallow. I'm sure you don't either. I'm sure Bootleg Kev, he's a power player. So these two motherfuckers.
That's what we talked about. Yeah, that was the guys we talked about.
Now, Wayno, you from New York, bro? This John Caraminica and Joe Coscarelli. New York Times
Monica
OP cast. Fuck
yeah.
And what the fuck? How do they move the conversation?
I told you, I think because we've also moved into the space where there's no more hip hop spaces that people feel like they got to be, right? Like niggas used to feel like they had to be XXL. They had to be on BT. They had to be on MTV. None of those shits exist anymore. And then it's like you got on like all of the other platforms is like mostly performance platforms, like On the Radar, From the Block. You know what I mean? That's the way we get to know about artists. And now they're just doing streams with niggas and they might pop in for an interview or two. But for the most part, like, bro, if they the only people that's occupying the space to have the real conversation with somebody and they on a platform like New York, like it helps for them to be on New York Times. I don't know how big they shit would be paused if they was doing it independently, but them being on New York Times, that's one of the last things that niggas feel like they still gotta do. You feel me? Like niggas feel like I gotta do New York Times. I gotta be on some type of shit like that. You know what I mean?
Right. So listen, Wayno, so before we even get into Cam, so because for the first time ever, they said they include individuals. They brought writers in, traditional journalists, writers into the equation. So they took spots away from who I believe are the real people who move the conversation along with the podcasters and the bloggers. Cameron. Now we finna get to the Harlem shit. Don't you start that Harlem shit up here.
Let's do it.
That Harlem shit because God knows how many. Come on.
Let's do it.
Here you go. There you go, Wayno. There you go. There's a fellow Harlemite in the equation.
That's
How
a fact.
do you have Cam, but not have Mace? How do you not have the dynamic duo? They changed the game with the it is what it is. And shout out to Maurice Claret, because that's my partner. Even though I don't like Ohio State. We both Midwesterners.
Yeah.
Right? And Mo works extensively with Cam and Mace. How do you have Cam? Respectfully.
So here's the weird part that these niggas then did, because if you gotta have Shannon Sharp, who is predominantly speaking to more athletes and comedians,
right?
And then you have Cameron, who Cameron does more than Mace because Cam got talk with Flea as well.
He does.
As it is what it is. You still gotta include it because Mace is a hip hop icon.
He is.
You know what I mean? He's a hip hop icon. So I think that they should have had It Is What It Is up there, but still highlighted that Cameron is the anchor of that shit. Nice.
Yes. This Cam is doing his thing, and he's the anchor. But so the reason why I'm saying that is because when they list the accolades, the first thing they list is It Is What It Is podcast. They don't list Talking with Flea first.
Right. So they should have had If in them terms, they should have had Mace up there too. Facts.
Yeah. Big Bank.
All right. You know why he's one of the people that I'm most proud of being on here.
Yes.
Because bro, people on the internet don't, like, I get it, man. Like, niggas, most of these people, I'm not gonna say all, because the internet is the streets. Because niggas on the street niggas is on the internet all day. But to see how much Big Bank has changed his fucking life as a man, from just simply being the street nigga of DTE, duct tape entertainment, like we all know what duct tape is used for, to transitioning into big facts, perspectives, and all of that shit. He definitely deserved to be up on there. I would have moved him up. Now look, Ebro is what, 10? I would have moved him up. I would have moved Big Bank up.
How? So let's just deal with the 900-pound gorilla in the room. Kai Cenat, he's a pop. No problem.
That's not give a fuck about being
right here. This is where I got a problem at right here. This is where I draw the fucking line, bro. This is where I'm fucking ready to have a fucking aneurysm right here.
Why? Because On the Radar?
On the Radar is not hip hop media. It's a hip hop.
How?
Wayno, listen, brother. On the Radar is a hip hop platform that showcases people lip syncing over lyrics on a mic drop type deal. On the Radar is not media. They don't.
I can't agree with you on that one, Dawgface. Only because Gabe has taken a step back from doing interviews. He's taken a step back from doing interviews, but in terms of service of what that is the modern day Rhapsody, the basement.
It is.
There's just not a big ticker.
It is.
But as far as what media services, hell yeah, nigga, that's media, man. What, like, On the Radar is the blueprint to the fucking father, grandfather, big homie to all of these mic, like, not all the mic drops, but I say most performance platforms. On the Radar been around for like 11 years now.
Yeah, but Wayno, the medium, what On the Radar represents, it represents showcasing not up and coming talent and burgeoning talent and the OGs giving them a way to flex their skills on to lip syncing over a microphone. I understand.
That's media.
That's not media.
That's media. So no. I'm gonna tell you what you're doing, Dawgface. You moving the goalposts because you making media as just niggas talking. Media is not just journalism. That's one aspect of it. That's like saying dance is not involved in hip hop. Dance is a form of hip hop, right? Fashion is a form of hip hop.
It is.
So
graffiti is a form of hip hop as well.
So we can't get into the schematics of things as to, oh, they just lip singing shit. Because guess what? I'm happy to see motherfucking Ice Cube go do Check Yourself Before You Wreck Yourself, and then find the next new nigga on the same platform, which is media. So we gotta On the Radar now. It's controversial in the sense of it could have been the top 10 platforms for that type of media, but it's still media.
Okay, so watch this. You see this right here?
Okay.
Whenever I pour this motherfucker out, that means that the conversation has entered into the realm of you're forcing me to think.
Right.
You're forcing me to think. Hey, Wayno. So if On the Radar is on there because of the overall cultural impact on hip hop, how in the world could Sean Cotton say cheese? When people wake up and go to say cheese, they check it. How can say cheese? And then why isn't it something like what's the not the TMZ, but the what's the other one? What's the hip hop week? How is say cheese? Fuck it. How is say cheese?
But I'm gonna tell you why, bro. Because Sean Cotton, I respect Sean Cotton, but man, this shit, like I said, this should be about politics, man. Sean Cotton is not friends with none of these niggas because he ain't have to be friends with none of these niggas to get rich.
So are you admitting it is the almighty, all-knowing, the all-seeing eye, is the eye of Osiris? Is Wayno, are you saying that Sean Cotton deserves to be on this list, but he's not because he doesn't play well with others?
I wouldn't say he don't play well with others. He just don't give a fuck. Like, Sean Cotton is not the nigga that is gonna go to no industry events because he don't have to. And I don't knock it because I went to all the industry events on my come up, and I could do away with a lot of that shit if I could. Like, fuck all of that. So I respect Sean Cotton for being an independent driver in this shit. And Sean Cotton is one of the last platforms. Say cheese. Now, don't get me wrong. They got a lot of bullshit like everybody else do. They got a lot of just interviewing killers and all that other crazy shit. Right. But Sean Cotton is one of the last places where if I want to know if there's a new artist coming out, I can find them on his platform. I just seen Trap Dicky. Trap Dicky was talking, and I was reaching out to Trap Dicky a couple of years ago when I was working at QC because I wanted to sign him. But he was talking about how when he went to go meet with TDE, how Sean Cotton was like, nigga, you gotta fuck with them niggas. So just Sean Cotton name being moved around in that space, along with all the work he does on an independent, interviewing people, doing all this shit to break new artists and break stories. Yeah, that nigga deserved to be on there. You could have this niggas that could have been not on there for Sean Cotton. I'm gonna keep it 100. Casanat don't need to be on there because Casanat he stopped streaming, and not that I feel like Casanat reached a Jordan level of accomplishment for what it is that he does.
Right.
Like nobody, 100 people could come after Sean Cotton, and niggas is always going to jack the respect that's the nigga that did it this way. So he don't have to be on no list, nor is
he's the blueprint.
He's the blueprint. He's not even in the space no more. That nigga making clothes now and journaling. So that spot could have went to a Sean Cotton. I don't think that this list comes out. If anybody should be on that shit that's young and up and coming in the streaming space, Ty Lil should be on that shit. Mm-hmm. Ty Lil should be on that shit. I see Playboy Max, but Playboy Max, he make music and all of that.
Yeah.
But Ty Lil should be on there. They should have just put the whole Clover Boys on there as one thing. Because as far in terms of like young hip hop energy, them niggas got that. Nobody can't dispute that.
They got that. They got
that shit. You know what I mean? Like
the old man. Now listen, how can you lose? Listen, New York is a powerhouse when it comes to urban terrestrial radio. Terrestrial, right? Hot 97, 105.1 is Mecca, and Hot 97 is Medina.
Yeah, depending on the era, it's either or.
Either or.
Depending on the era.
Right now,
it is what it is. Right. Power 105 is whooping Hot 97 ass right now.
No, not whooping, spanking.
Yeah,
spanking and whoop.
No, fact.
Whooping is something that happened. Spanking. What's worse, whooping or spanking?
No, whooping. A whooping is worse than spanking.
A whooping is ass beating.
A spanking is 1, 2, 3. You learned your lesson. Go on. A whooping is you get your ass whooped and punishment.
No, listen. Sidebar. When you was coming up, what would you have preferred? A whooping or punishment?
I would have preferred a punishment. I would have preferred a punishment because, like, you know what it was, bro? Getting a whooping, nigga. Like, I was raised by my moms. I wasn't raised by my pops. You know what I mean? In the household, I only had my moms and whomever my moms would be dating at whatever said time.
Right.
Like, nigga, it got to the point where whoopings didn't hurt me. It was the psychological aspect of my mom's hitting me. Mm-hmm. It was like her hitting me hurt me more than her. Like, I wish I would have learned if she'd have sat me down, but that's what a nigga needed a pops for.
Right.
You know what I mean? To give me that type of discipline the way my dad never hit me, bro, and I was terrified of that nigga. But my dad was just a street nigga beating people up in front of me. So I thought if he would hit me, he was going to do me how he did somebody in the street. So I was terrified of my pops.
Right.
But we're good.
Go. Whoop my ass. Don't put me on punishment. I'm from the ghetto. We already have shit. Do not take what little I do have. Whoop my ass and set me back outside like a Flintstone. Set me back outside to go by my business.
Go ahead.
My mama was a terrorizer from Alabama. She would whoop your ass.
Yeah, people from down south give different ass whoopings. Like, I learned that my first time going down south when I was a little kid. My grandmother whooped me down south.
Go ahead. I'm listening. Go ahead.
I was about to say, just to close that out, it's like one time, like I stopped like disciplining my son physically, like putting my hands on him when he was young, and I started making him work out. And I remember one time I asked him, like, yo, you rather me hit you or you rather me make you work out? He's like, just hit me. He was like, nah. And he was like, just hit me. He was like, just hit me. I was like, nah, nigga.
Young people would hit me. Fuck that workout shit. Because if I work out, I have to be committed to something.
Yeah, that discipline. But guy, what you saying?
No, Ebro. How in the fuck can you lose your job due to lack of performance and come in the top 10 of influencers in hip hop media, Wayno?
All right, Ebro. I feel like I'm gonna keep it 100. I feel like him being let go is long overdue. In terms of like how people in New York City felt about Ebro, how the narrative was shifted around him not being a nigga from New York. You know what I mean? And him, what was it? He was a program director. He was only a program director for like a short period of time, and then he moved into talent. How he also treated the young up and coming talent. You know what I'm saying? Like that's a big thing, man. Like you can't treat the motherfuckers that's coming up that's young like they never gonna make it, because when they do, they gonna resent you. Yeah. And I had, like, you know, I'm from New York and I've managed and worked with artists from New York. And we used to have, like, a lot of us had a resentment towards Hot 97 because Hot 97 was like the person that you could never prove yourself enough to. It's like we had to go prove ourselves in other places for Hot 97 to respect us. And I don't think it should have been that way. You know what I'm saying? Because when other niggas was coming to the city, they just was coming with the bag, or they was coming, and I'm not saying that they was taking money from them niggas like that. I'm just saying, like, they was coming with like just the glitz and the glamour, and not necessarily all the talent. You know what I mean? And niggas was getting seen and heard. So I feel like it was long overdue for that shit. You know what I mean? And Ebro a good nigga. Like I fuck with Ebro. He cool and all that. But yeah, bro, like I feel like it's the same with Funkmaster Flex. Like Funkmaster Flex got the same job he had when I was in middle school, bro. I'm 43. You know what I mean? Like you gotta let.
He's going dice dropping bombs.
Oh, facts. You know what I mean? And that's what he do. That's what he do. Yeah. But I just feel like, you know, you got to make room for younger. Because I was a younger person. I never wanted to work for Hot 97. So let me like, I don't want that to get clipped up and they like, oh, Wayno always wanted the Hot 97 job. Nah, I never wanted that. I'm just saying, like, when Angie Martinez was on Hot 97, she was 20 something. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. You got to make way for the next person, and that person that's there got to elevate. And if we're not doing that, then the culture overall like suffers to an extent.
It suffers. So listen, Ebro was number 12 last year. Listen, he's the only person in the in the culture who gets fired for non-performance, and he goes from he was ranked number 12 last year. You get fired from arguably one of the most significant terrestrial radio platforms in the country when it comes to urban hip hop. You get fired and you move from number 12 to number 9.
Hey man, it's politics, bro. This shit politics, man.
That is
everybody got to deal with Apple. Like, you know what I mean? I'm gonna put my tinfoil hat on for a second, nigga. Like, everybody got to deal with Apple or some shit like that. So, you know, it is what it is.
So Rory and Maul come in at number 7. Is that too high, too low, just top of the head?
I feel like they could be within the top 10. Who's number 6?
Number 6 is
they should be over him.
Anthony Fantano.
Yeah, Fantano. They should be over him. Like they should be 6. I don't even think Fantano is top 10. You know what I mean? Like, and he do. You know, I guess. I don't, but also I don't watch him. So it's biased to an extent.
So listen, I don't think it's biased to say that you are a person who operates in the medium. You are in this space. You've worked for major record labels. You've managed major artists. You are in the know. So it's not. So I think that people are like afraid to say that they don't know who a person is or that they don't understand what a person's contribution is because they don't want to appear as if they're hating. No, yeah, a hating or you're not up on it. No,
I don't. I also this nigga said nigga with the hard ER before. So like,
yes,
you know what I mean? Like, let me tell you something, bro. I'm not one of the people that feel like white people can't be in the space at all. But like, I watch Just Incredible. You know what I mean? I don't watch Fantano. I watch Just Incredible.
Right. Charlemagne, number 5. Yes, no, higher, lower. That motherfucking $200 million he got.
I think Charlemagne should be 3. I think he should be number 3.
I don't have a problem with that. Number 4 is Jada. Now I'm surprised about this shit.
Yeah, that's really surprising.
That's surprising because I fuck with Joe and Jada. I'm a little mad at Joe for this Puerto Rican versus Negro shit he got going on there. I'm gonna tell you that. Joe, call me. We need to talk because I don't like how you have tried to differentiate between. Right, I understand you're Puerto Rican, so you're gonna stand up. But hey, Joe, Puerto Ricans are just Spanish-speaking niggas. Stop all the fucking Boricua ass shit. Stop that shit. Joe and Jada number 4.
Yeah, I feel like this, right? Joe and Jada definitely deserve some sort of level of acknowledgement. I feel like 4 is really, really high off the rip, but then also. Come on, bro. Joe do a lot in the sneaker game. Complex is a culture thing. They do a lot of shit with sneakers. That's what I'm saying, bro. Like these lists, end of the day, these lists, the purpose of it is to do exactly what we're doing right now.
Yes.
We having a debate, a discourse, a discussion. Yeah. So I feel like it's cool to create something that niggas care about because if they didn't, we wouldn't even talk about it. But at the same time, it's like, I feel like, I don't know if Joe and Jada should be higher than Charlemagne. You know what I mean? I don't know if Joe and Jada should be number 4. I think they deserve to be somewhere in the top 10 because they made a splash with what they got going on. You know what I mean? Like
I'm surprised too because
but it's also a Rock Nation play. Like we gonna call it for what it is, man. That's a Rock Nation play. Like bro, That's a Rock Nation. They both managed by Rock Nation. Them niggas had a.
Came in.
I just feel like, yo, bro. I feel like this, right?
Yeah.
It makes sense to do business this way. All right.
Right.
Fat Joe has always been outspoken. Jadakiss has always been like outspoken in music, but more so like OG in person. They got a contrast. They're both managed by Rock Nation. On their first episode, they had a sponsor. Like, I don't think it's nothing wrong with that. I believe, yo, bro, I'm not working hard so that if I do a deal with a fucking network, I'm not getting extra money. You should.
For that.
It's Joe and Jada. They can get money just by being themselves. So, yeah, they're going to skip a lot of lines. You know what I mean? But at the same time, it's a lot of people that put in work that deserve acknowledgments as well. And I don't think that they are taking anything from anybody. No. But I feel in terms of this list, there's people who should have been on the list overall. You know
they are definitely not taking anything from anybody by being on the list. There are 4 or 5, maybe 10 people who I believe are taking up space from people who deserve to be in this conversation. Vlad T, my dog.
Mm-hmm. Vlad, man.
I don't give a fuck what nobody say.
I fuck with Vlad. Vlad, my Vlad interview caused a lot of controversy in my life, but
come on,
I fuck with Vlad.
Come on, what does Vlad belong here? Does he belong higher?
Vlad definitely belongs on a hip hop media power ranking conversation, because as much as you don't like him, niggas hate him to the death. He still creates product that people tune into, whether you want to or not. Like if you don't subscribe to Vlad's channel and you on social media and you scrolling, you're gonna run into a clip, you're gonna run into a conversation, you're gonna run into a tweet, you're gonna run into something. And that means something. Whether you feel like, you know, it's just this sacred thing that nobody could touch, it means something. So yeah, Vlad should be on there. He should definitely be on there.
When you scrolling, you gonna run into me. Cause I'm Vlad alumni.
Yeah. You heavy on your Vlad shit right now. I see it.
Yeah. Shit. I'm who fuck with me. Joe Buttons is number 2.
Well deserved. Well deserved.
I have no problem, because when it comes to Spark, listen, everything in the complex list said went into factoring who made it.
Mm-hmm.
This month, Joe's a fucking asshole beyond he to the stratosphere.
Mm-hmm.
That motherfucker, he knows how to do everything the complex said this list was based on.
No, that's a fact. Joe is, bro. I think niggas gotta salute Joe just off the simple fact that, like, for all of the jokes and backlash he took from being like this angry old rapper to being like a successful person in media, like, bro, it's no way. I don't give a fuck if you can't stand that nigga. There's no way you don't salute that. Like, you have to salute that nigga, bro. I worked at Rockefeller when Joe was at Def Jam. I used to see this nigga sitting in my homegirl cubicle every day. You know what I mean? Like, he always was a little different. You gotta respect it.
Big Act. Yeah. Big Act, he's from the tri-state area.
Yeah.
Is Big Act the most powerful person in hip-hop media?
Absolutely. Personal bias aside, I tune in to Act. Like, I tune in to Act like I don't know him. You know what I mean? Like, I tune in to that nigga like I don't know him. So much respect to Act.
So listen, I got Act on speed dial. Listen, do you know how proud I was when the top 3 people, 2 of the top 3 people, I have their phone numbers and they text me like, "Good fucking job, Dawgface." That shit made me feel all warm and fuzzy on the inside. It did.
He said warm and fuzzy, yeah.
It made me feel all warm and fuzzy on the inside. Wayno,
yeah.
Are YouTubers, podcasters, are we the new entertainment darlings? Are we the new celebrities? Do we run the show now? Are we more popular than rappers?
Depends on who you're talking about. I think yes and no.
Are the top 10 people on that fucking power ranking list?
Oh yeah, more than the average rapper. Way more than the average rapper.
More than that's some shit, Wayne.
More than the average rapper. But I also, it's like, we didn't talk about like niggas like Trap Lord Ross. Like, I don't.
He's on the list. He's on the list.
Yeah, but it's like my only problem I have with Trap Lord Ross is like, bro, it's like you make fun of, like, it's nothing wrong with you covering it. Cause I watch the news. I watch CNN. I watch Fox. I watch, NBC, all types of news. People cover niggas doing nigga shit. I'm not knocking that. But then when you start like dressing up like niggas and doing all that other extra shit, like there's a difference between entertainment and like cooning. And you want to be a coon, like
a lot of blackface coonery and with
yeah, you know what I mean? Like when you see, you know, when Gilly's son passed away, and then the nigga do an episode talking, you don't. I'm not saying you wrong for reporting on the dude who did something to his son, but you gonna dress up like a clown like that? You ain't got to do all of that. You feel what I'm saying? Like you could still.
That's because Wayno, we have people inside the culture who are not invested in it for any other reason except to make a dollar off of it. Yeah. And they don't know the history of it. They don't respect the culture. So how can you have any reverence for something that you don't understand the history of it? It's like migrants. Migrants come here. Migrants don't have any respect for our sojourn here in America. They don't have any respect because all they see is our current state of being, and they judge us off of that. Right. So Trap Lord Ross is a person who he's an interloper. He's a carpetbagger. He's a fucking culture vulture, bro. Hey,
I mean, it is what it is. You know what I mean? I feel like because I've watched his videos before, and his videos that he's done that's like been informative. I'm like, oh wow, I didn't know it came from that perspective. But then when I start seeing, you know what I mean, like big you son, you wearing the jersey, you wearing the Seattle, and look, this the thing, bro. I don't give a like. I'm gonna keep it 100, bro. I don't give a fuck about, I'm not in the streets, so I don't give a fuck about criminal activity in that aspect. But when you start like doing shit, you wearing they shit, it's like, that's just corny. Like you can have a better impact just not doing that. You know what I'm saying? Because when you do that, it makes it seem or feel as if you don't have, and you don't have to have empathy for street shit. Like, I don't think you, like, if you in the street shit, bro, then you got to understand that, like, it could be your best day and your worst day the same day. You know what I'm saying? So, but you ain't gotta like do the dumb, silly dress up like a nigga. Like that shit just corny. Like I enjoyed 1090 Jake. You know what I mean? Like I actually like watching 1090 Jake.
Should he be on that list?
I don't know if he should be on that list because he's covering, and 1090 Jake says it. He's like, yo, I cover the crime aspect that involves people who are involved in hip hop. So it's not like 1090 Jake ain't never really talking about somebody's song and none of that. He just covers the crime aspect. If you do a drink with just crime shit, yeah, that he might be top 3. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? I wouldn't put him on that.
Got you. Drake. Let's get to the Drake conversation. Okay. And listen, I heard I think 5 or 6 songs off Drake's album before it dropped. I was at Power 105.1 with DJ Self. Albie Al, Jersey's Finest was in that bitch too.
Shouts out to them.
Sugar was in that bitch. Mm-hmm. So hey.
What?
The significance of Drake's albums, the trilogy is what I call it.
Okay.
The rollout and the anticipation of it, it had more impact than the actual songs themselves.
I don't know about that.
We can fight about it. I'm ready to argue about this shit. Hold on, we get my motherfucking. Wayno.
Wait, before we continue, Dawgface, you a West Side nigga or East Side nigga?
East Side, baby. East Side.
Okay, I'm an East Side nigga too. All right.
Yes.
I'm from the East Side.
The East Side of all major cities got the same vibe.
Got the same, yes.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, that's why I asked. Yeah. We all like dirty, grimy.
I'll stick you up type shit. I'm all that.
No facts.
I'm a robber. Sorry.
All right, I ain't no robber, but I get where you coming from. All right, but you said, what was it you said? That the
rollout was more thought-provoking. The rollout was more significant. The rollout of it was more impactful than the actual songs themselves.
I don't believe that, Dawgface. I'm gonna tell you why.
Tell me.
Now, I'm a person that's extremely critical of this nigga Drake.
Yes.
Like it's so funny. Like we don't have a relationship, but like we've have this weird form that we've communicated through years, and like it's certain things he do that I fuck with, and it's a lot of shit he do that I don't fuck with. Now, with that being said, I feel like most people that heard this album didn't want to listen to it with an unbiased ear. It was all about how they felt before they heard a song. It was all about, man, I don't like the fact that this nigga is suing the record label over a record, a beef that he engaged in. I don't like the fact that this nigga, he said all of these things about Kendrick and all these other people, and then when it came to him, he couldn't take it. So that was always lingering, or the layer, before you even turned on the album from the start. Most people did not turn on this album to hear music. They turned on to hear what they thought they should hear from him.
Controversy.
And I'm gonna keep it 100. In terms of the songs, I can't agree that it don't have impact, because I've been listening to this album like the other two albums, the dance party shit, I don't party, I don't go to the club, so like I could appreciate a good song like that and, you know, R&B, but that's not my twist when it comes from him. In terms of Iceman, that nigga delivered.
Iceman is where he got. Iceman is where the dog came out, Wayno.
Yeah.
Man, listen, but as a package,
as a package,
the rollout was
nobody knew that he was going to do 3 albums until that day.
Yeah.
Till that day. That day, like, it was like maybe 2 hours before the album came out. People was like, "Yo, this nigga dropping 3 albums," right? He kept that shit under wraps.
Yeah, the day. So I was at Hot. Mm-hmm. I mean, I was at Hot
Power, right?
I was at excuse me. I was at Power. Excuse me.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, self. Don't chew my head off. Right. So listen. I gotta say pause. You know, we from New York. You gotta say don't chew my head off. We can't talk like normal motherfuckers. Right. I'm not an LGBTQ. Or I don't. But listen. I was sitting in. Is Power in Midtown Manhattan? Does that make
sense? Yeah. Power's in Midtown. It used to be like down by the Highland Tunnel, but they moved it to like 50-something Street.
I was in Midtown Manhattan, Wayno.
Mm-hmm.
I was in that motherfucker. I walked through the red fucking hallway in Power, bro. Bro, Drake, I don't know if it was because Self be keeping shit on the raps, but somebody, Drake or somebody close to him like this, call Self and say, check your text messages. I gave you, here it is. Go leak this shit.
Yeah.
Listen, the Iceman, I feel like that you only have to address this shit that happened with you and everybody who dislikes you one time.
All right. I felt like that too, but I want you to finish off and tell you what my thoughts is on that.
So the first 2 songs he played was bangers. So this is for the whole project drops. So I'm like, oh, this nigga, the
he wants some shit. He wants some shit.
Assassin, right? Mm-hmm. So I have no problem with Iceman. Mm-hmm. But the other 2 projects, that shit is proverbial cannon fodder. That shit is filler. We don't know if the 3 albums fulfilled the totality of his obligations with.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't even care about shit like that, for real. I ain't gonna lie, doggies. I don't even care about shit like that.
Yep. The whatever.
Yeah.
Fuck is that?
All right, so look, bro. This is how I feel about that shit, right? I feel like we in a time where niggas care way too much about people music business.
Yes.
And I mean, they've always involved us in their music business as far as the fans. Niggas has always talked about the money they get in, whatever.
Yes.
And me too, I felt like address it one time and then like move on, right? Because like when Jay lost to Nas, he addresses it on one song, but then there's other songs that he did still poke at Nas on. There's a lot of other songs.
Wait a minute, did you say Jay lost to Nas? Are you saying that he was the coup de grace?
He did, and I'm Rockefeller alumni. Like I'm really like I know these niggas. Like these my OGs. He definitely got his ass whooped on Ether. Like you know what I mean.
So listen, I'm a Nas fan.
Okay,
I'm a Nas fan, and I'm a Jigga fan. But see, as I grew up, I became more of a Jigga fan. As my hustle as my dollars started to match, because it's intelligent thug music.
Yes.
Right? So as my dollars started, Jay-Z is lifestyle shit.
Mm-hmm.
Nas was less about the floss and the influence of it and more about the crack, right?
He was, but he also still was on some fly shit. Like Nas was always still on some
that flash shit for real. Because I'm from Detroit, so you know we're Car City, so it's like yeah, we own that shit. And Movados before Movados was the standard before niggas couldn't afford no roll.
Yeah. Nah, facts.
You're right. That's hood nigga shit. So I was unimpressed by the project in its totality. I do think he made his point, and I do believe that address it one time and get off that shit, bro. Don't make us think you're too preoccupied with that shit.
But look, all right. So I'm gonna tell you why. At first, I felt the same way. Like, do it once, because on Blueprint 2, Jay addressed Nas on the song Blueprint 2. On Godson, he addresses Jay on Last Real Nigga Alive. They both left it alone. But that's 25 years ago, 26 years ago, right? Mm-hmm. Now, today, I'm not gonna lie, bro. Like, listening to the Drake shit, that nigga literally says he felt like he died. You know what I mean? Like, he literally says he felt like he died. And
at that level of
no, bro. Listen. I'm not gonna lie, because I'm gonna keep it 100. I'm more of a Kendrick Lamar fan, and this is way before anything between any of them happened, than I am a Drake fan. But I respect the nigga letting people know how he felt, whether that's an aggressive, because I think it's hard for niggas to respect Drake when he talks aggressively, because niggas look at him like Sean Gaffright, the little light-skinned nigga that killed Fulio. Mm-hmm. They look at him like, nigga, what you even doing over here? Mm-hmm. That's how niggas look at him. So I feel like when he talk crazy, niggas like, nigga, let's go look at all these old pictures of you. You not that, right? But I'm not saying he's even become that, but just the mindset is coming from his hurt. So we say, dig deeper, express more. Give us your this is one of his most expressive pieces of work, in the sense of, nigga, I'm gonna tell y'all how I felt over the past 2 years, and I respect, like, I'm gonna keep it 100, bro. I really respect a lot of the shit he see on the album. Now, he goes a little bit far with, like, he with National Treasures, that shit is all about DeMar DeRozan. Like, Kawhi, he used Kawhi Leonard's name as a metaphor. Kawhi, did we think you could get us a ring? You know what I mean? Like, but he's going all in to say, this is how y'all niggas made me feel. Now, we could call him a bitch about it all day. Nigga, you bitching. But we can't ask for a nigga to express himself, and then when he express himself, say, you expressing yourself too much. Yeah.
So listen, I agree. I don't even have any pushback on that. I will say that, Wayno, all three albums, I think it's 43 songs on all three albums total, right? Can you create, out of 43 songs, can you create a...
Fuck no. Fuck no. You out of your mind, nigga. I ain't even listen. Bro, since them shits came out, I ain't even listened to them other two albums, nigga. I'm not listening to none of that shit. That shit is for girls. That shit for girls, nigga.
And listen, first of all, Wayno, can you take... let me get my question.
All right, go ahead, nigga.
Let's kill my fucking thunder. I rehearsed this question, but listen, can you not about a week, Wayno, can you take all three albums, and can you pull a 10-song non-skip EP out of those 43 songs? Non-skip.
No, I'm not, but bro, this is my thing. I'm not trying to A&R these niggas' albums to my liking. Like, I just like this. No, I'm not even listening. Like, the shit was Shorty Red. We talking about Sexy Red. We talking about smacking that. I'm not never listening to that song. I'm never turning that song on. Never in my life. I'm not, like, I listen to music based on what I want to hear. So, like, I don't even listen to that other shit. I listen to I've been listening to Iceman. You know what I mean? I also think, like, I could have did without the song with him and Future. I think that song is trash. Like, because just based on him and Future history.
On a scale of 1 to 5, with 5 being a hip hop, being like the source, 5 mics, that bitch is 1.5 microphones.
With that song?
Yes, it's only
that song is not good at all. Like, bro, Future is also one of my favorite artists. So it's like, they set a standard for what they've done over the years, right? It's like, if y'all gonna do something, really do it. Don't Molly Santana. I don't give a fuck about no Molly Santana, nigga. Like,
here's the problem with that. The problem with Drake and Future, and the problem with so Future is such a magnanimous, such a larger than life figure, right?
I'm listening to you.
He was supposed to jump on a Future style beat.
Yeah.
And let that create the groove. I don't think he should have brought Future because Future can't go over there and be successful. Future is successful doing what Future does.
I think but keep in mind, these niggas have whole album together. You know what I mean? Like they've proven that they can make great records together. It's just that I feel like this record sounds like a melded song. I don't know if they would. I doubt that they was together when they made the record.
They were. Listen, you're a music aficionado.
Yeah, it sounds melded in. Now I think going in the future, no pun intended, them niggas is gonna make some shit shake. But I could have done without
bars.
Yeah, I could have done without that song. You know what I mean? It's on Iceman. It's like maybe 2 or 3 songs I could do without. But overall, like I don't want to, because I still got to do a review for my channel. But I mean, I'll say that I like the album. I will say that I like Iceman. The other 2, I don't even pay them shits no mind. But Iceman, I do like that album.
I'm gonna throw some names out there, Wayno.
Talk to me.
Right, and you briefly surmise where these people are or where they're going to be or what their impact was or is. I'm going to just throw some names out, right?
Okay.
Diddy.
What about Diddy? Legend.
So
yeah, I mean, he's a legend.
Does his legend stand post release from prison?
Yeah. Yeah. Because it's not as it was bad. Don't get me wrong. It was bad. It's a lot of jokes, but it wasn't what people made it to be. Cause end of the day, like niggas could talk. You know what's crazy, bro? The shit about the nigga Kid Cudi car getting blown up. That wasn't no secret in the music industry.
No, it wasn't.
Like everybody knew about that shit, but it come to find out, it was just a myth because he didn't blow up the car. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? It set a little bit of it on fire, but like I feel like, you know, they were saying shit about the nigga messing with kids and all this other stuff. And
that was character assassination meant to turn the public eye away from him.
Yeah.
Turn the public against him. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong. He's still a bad person. You know what I mean? Like he's done some bad things. You know what I mean? But at the same time, it's like, I don't know, bro. In this day and age, I don't know what it's going to mean for him once he gets out of prison. I know it's going to be a lot of niggas dick riding though. I know that.
Oh, hey, Wayno. If Sean P. Diddy Combs starts to sign artists again,
that ain't happening.
That won't happen again?
Nah, he ain't. Mm-mm.
You don't think so? You don't think he's going to delve back into the music business?
I think that he'll always have some sort of dealing in the music business, but him signing like Bad Boy, like he damn near 60 years old. That's not. I don't feel like that's his thing. Gonna be his thing no more. Like when he come home, bro, like. That nigga better turn it straight over to God. You know what I mean? He better go straight holy roller. He still better start chilling with Kirk Franklin and shit. He better do the podcast with Kirk Franklin. You know all them niggas be sitting at the table. He better do shit like that. Like bro, he can't do no more of that music shit, bro, because the perception is just too bad. And in today's age, bro, it's like people who don't let
artists could make it being a bad boy artist.
Nah, not today. But you couldn't for some years now. Like that's not a like the last successful bad boy artist is possibly Machine Gun Kelly and French Montana. Yeah. Like it wasn't no and even them, they had a brand outside of what that it still wasn't the bad boy brand. It was just like an affiliation. But that shit don't mean nothing no more. It ain't meant nothing in a long time.
Perfect segue. Gucci Mane 1017. Where does 1017 as a label stand?
Ain't no more 1017. If you ask me.
So was somebody signed to 1017?
No, ain't nobody never signed to no 1017.
Never.
Ain't nobody gonna sign that. Ain't nobody gonna sign a Gucci Mane ever again.
For the money?
Ain't gonna be enough money. He probably can sign. He ain't gonna sign no street niggas. He ain't gonna sign no niggas from the street. Because I honestly though, bro, I ain't gonna lie. Like if I was Gucci Mane, I don't know what he's about to do or not. But for all the factors that we've seen, like just judging off of what we've seen happen, if I was him, bro, I'd be totally, aside from me going on the road and performing and all that, I'd be done with music as a whole. Like I'd be done with music, bro. I leave that shit alone, bro. Like I leave it alone because I'm gonna keep it 100. Like me knowing what nobody looks at Pooh Shiesty like he's innocent. That's the first thing.
Right.
Not one person said, I don't believe that's true.
Mm-hmm.
So if we don't believe that's true, what you think that, and we ain't seen no discovery. He hasn't been indicted yet, right?
He has.
He has been indicted? Okay. So we haven't seen no discovery, none of that, bro. Like, I look at it from the standpoint of this, from my own experience in music, bro. You help niggas out, bro, and then niggas do you dirty in the end, or they just, niggas want to get out of a deal because they just feel a way about something. Like, I feel a way about, like, nigga, I don't really fuck with you, so, all right, but you ain't got to threaten my life, though. You know what I mean? like, I don't have to, like, you ain't got to put a gun in my face. Like, we could work this out even if you don't fuck with me. You ain't got to do it. You ain't got to put your hands on me. I ain't gonna put my hands on you. You ain't got to put no guns out. I ain't got to put no guns on you. And that nigga, Pooh Shiesty, you know, it's still alleged, but he crossed the line to the furthest extent. You know what I mean? He crossed the line to the furthest extent.
Hey, wait, so, do you agree with the with the chat right here? Do you agree with that?
Oh, Pooh Shiesty, hell yeah, that nigga's an idiot, bro. Yo, you know, so I don't know. I did say this a couple times on my channel, but so my little man is doing like 20. He in the feds, and I talk to him all the time. I known him since he's about 5 years old. So one day he called me. He like, yo, bro, I'm in here with Pooh Shiesty. He like, we was in the yard a couple times, and he said we seen, it was the show, the Impact show that QC had did. I was on the show, so he's like, yo, we seen that shit. He's like, nigga, Pooh Shiesty was talking about you, like, yo, saying like he just was talking about you, and I told you, big bro. He said, yo, the nigga want to work with you. I'm like, word? I'm like, for real? I said, you playing? He like, nah, bro. The nigga said for me to connect y'all. So I was excited because I'm like, yo, if I could get this nigga, like, I could probably change his, you know what I mean? He already got some shit going, but I could probably take it to another level. But then my little man, he went on lockdown, and they went on lockdown like 2 times. And then when he came out of lockdown, he called me again, and he was like, I ain't see him again. And then he came home. But then, you know, I worked with people from the CMG. Like, I worked with a lot of people in Memphis. So I reached out to some people, got his pop's number. I reached out to his pops and all. They ain't never hit me back. But I be thinking about that shit. Like, imagine if I'd have got the opportunity to work with this nigga, and I'd have been in Dallas with them niggas, bro. I'd have been sick. Like,
no. Hey, you would have never allowed that shit to happen.
I wouldn't have. Cause bro, I'm gonna tell you, Dawgface, honestly, from my standpoint, like, I talked about it on my channel, and people was like, what if it was your son? I said, me and my son would have fought. I said, me and my son would have gotten into a fist fight, because I wouldn't allow my son to put himself in a position to lose everything again. I would have begged them niggas, like, nah, we cannot do this. Like, we can't do this. There's no way possible we do this and come out. Like, is, you know what I mean? Them morals, principles, and values, man, them shits is linked to so many sentences and tombstones. You know what I mean? So I was like, man, I couldn't have let that happen. You know what I mean? But sometimes you can't stop niggas. That's one thing I learned, bro. You can't stop a nigga when they mind made up.
Hey, listen. Question: LA can LA ever? When does LA recover in terms of being a factor in hip hop? Because right now, LA is on a hella drought. I don't see LA. I mean, hip hop as a whole is on a drought, but LA is really, really on a drought. No, I'm not.
Oh no! Come on, Dawgface. Come on.
What we got out there?
I mean, all right. I get where you coming from, right? As far as being a factor, right? Like, you mean being a factor is like,
yes,
Dre Days, Snoop, bro. Kendrick Lamar just won 7 Grammys in January, bro. Like,
talk about that Grammy shit, bro.
No, I'm just saying that, but you got to fact, like, you don't care about that on the level of that may not move you, but from a commercial standpoint, it means something to somebody. Now, as far as LA, I don't know, bro. I feel like a lot of people are going through a tough ass stage with their regions because everybody just trying to be too tough in their music.
Super tough.
I've been living in Georgia for this year to be 5 years. And I remember like going to the studio with like everybody then came past my desk as far as like up and coming artists. And I remember like just chilling with some young niggas from out here and listening to the music. And I'm just like, I was like, yo, bro, when I was a kid, I used to come down to Georgia and I was like, street niggas still had fun. Like they made something, they wanted, like, it was like, nigga, by the time Friday hit, nigga, we done beat the law. You know what I mean? We done made some money. Nigga, my pockets is up. We about to go hit the mall. We about to get fly, and we about to go out, trick on some hoes, try to get some pussy or something. I'm like, everybody just spinning and catching hats, and y'all niggas is just sad because your man's died, and you got to get back for the get back of the get back of the get back. It's like, that's it. And bro, it's like that everywhere though. It's like I was dealing with it when I worked with Detroit niggas. You know what I mean? For certain shit. It's like
a shit show. We're gonna be suspending and grilling and drilling with that shit.
Yeah.
We know how to do that before we do anything else.
But dog, look, this is my thing. I'm not against it being that, but make it into something. Like it can't just be. I think the biggest problem with niggas in music right now is their intelligence level, bro. Niggas ain't got no vocabulary. Niggas ain't got no vernacular. They ain't got no. Niggas don't read books. Like they just waking up, getting on their phone, and just going in the booth every day. Like niggas ain't.
Hey, Wayno, are you saying? Are you saying? You basically. Wayno, you saying niggas stupid?
Niggas is dumb. Face. Niggas is dumb, bro. I'm a kill. Nah, face. Niggas is dumb, bro. Like Why you think I ain't rushing to be? I ain't rushing to work at no label. Like, these niggas is retarded, bro.
They need to change the culture before you go back, right?
Bro, I don't even think it could be done at this point. Only because, like, now don't get me wrong. I'm very, very supportive of young people trying to make something. You feel me? So I get it. Like I fuck with bro. I'm from the hood, my nigga. I'm from the east side. Like I fuck with niggas trying to make something out of nothing. You feel me? It's like, so I get it, but it's just like, I don't know how many people actually want something out of the opportunity other than just $1.
That's it. That's all they want.
Like niggas don't want, all you want out of the opportunity is $1. Like you gonna make some money. We gonna make the money, but like, that's all you, that's it.
That's because they don't have it. Listen, here's why. Let me tell you why I get this motherfucker out. Here's why. Because there's a disconnect between not just generations right? There's a disconnect between the art form of hip hop because hip hop has been homogenized. Mm-hmm. It's been commercialized to the point to where there's nothing inspiring about. There's no connection between. The connection had been lost, bro.
Yeah.
The connection was lost in the late 80s, early 90s when it came to hip hop. I think the last vestiges of connectivity was the Chronic, bro.
Well, I mean, wait a minute though, Face. So I don't know, Face, only because
where's the theme projects? Wayno, a theme where there's a theme project. Last 10 years, give me a theme album.
In the last 10 years, that would mean 2016
to now.
Face, you're not gonna like nothing that I say, bro.
I will. You maybe I will. Try me.
I love "Love Is Rage" by Lil Uzi.
No, I'm not.
Exactly. Like
hold on. Wait a minute. Hold on. Hey, wait, no, hold on. What the fuck is you doing?
Listen, 10 years. I love "Dirty Sprite" Dirty Sprite 2 by Future.
Hold on, watch it.
Yeah.
Close the door on that shit. Fuck is you talking about, Wayno?
Yeah. Nah, I'm telling you, bro. You got it. Yo, it's a lot of.
Dirty Sprite was a Dope Fiend theme album. Yes, it was. Yes.
You said it was a Dope Fiend theme? Nah, that's some trap shit. Like, Dirty Sprite 2, it's not the last. It's a lot of Face. We're not gonna do that. It's a lot of good music between now and then. From last year. See, I don't only listen to like street shit, bro. Like I listen to Tyler, Creator. You know what I mean? I listen to Anderson .Paak sometimes. Like I listen to a lot of different
palette. You have a broad palette.
No facts. But I just feel like, see, when you say, nigga, you say, Face, you just said niggas ain't made a good theme album since I was in the 4th grade, nigga. Are you crazy?
A theme album. I ain't say an album full of disconnected ass songs that don't have no
theme. Yeah. Nigga, Thug Motivation 101. Like we could go through so many albums. College Dropout, nigga.
So I will give you that, but that is over a decade ago now, right?
Yeah, it's over a decade, but I'm saying you said since 1994, bro. Like
2016, 10 years.
2016.
Forward, yeah, to now.
I'm not good with just pulling rabbits out of the fucking hat. My brain don't work like that no more.
Yeah, so now when it comes to music creation, when it comes to album creation, there is no.
Oh, well, go ahead.
Come on, motherfucker, come on.
No. I don't know if you listen to like what's this nigga Kodak Black album, Back for Everything. That album is really fucking good.
It has its theme based because of the level of acute ignorance and absolute lack of education being exemplified on the microphone.
But hey, listen though. That's a perspective of Black youth in America.
It's theme. Yeah,
that's a perspective of Black youth in America. Like that's why I'm like all right, look. What's the Super Gremlin? Super Gremlin is basically a diss song to his man. He talking about, I don't give a fuck when I see you. I'm gonna whack you in front of the children, all types of crazy shit. But he's saying it from a place of hurt. See, I think that because Kodak Black is also fucking, retarded. Like we look at the nigga, like he can't say anything intellectually sound. But if you speaking about raw emotion, he's putting that in his music. Like I can't go against that. You know what I'm saying? Like Culture 2, no Culture, the first Culture Migos album. Mm-hmm. It's such a good cohesive.
That is theme.
That's the theme. Travis Scott, Birds in the Trap, Sing McKnight. That is a good theme for his lifestyle and what it is that he's doing. You know what I'm saying? I feel like
A Boogie is a
artist. His first mixtape.
Yeah.
And Hoodie Season. Bro, all right. I'm happy you said A Boogie because A Boogie, being from New York.
He's a themer.
Bro, being from New York, right? Like everything got to be, if you not Jadakiss, then you ain't shit. Like if you don't rap like the niggas if you don't rap like these niggas, then nobody's paying attention on a grand scale, right? Like but niggas don't pay attention to the youth. Because when I was a kid, I used to be saying Jadakiss and niggas used to be like, that nigga can't fuck with Rakim. And I used to be like, man, like Rakim music, I love, but look, I'm gonna say some real shit.
That's not
Rakim album came out when I was in kindergarten.
Right. So you lack perspective because you wasn't rocking with it. By
the time I understood what Rakim was saying, DMX was out.
It's something else was popping. You never got, you wasn't living in the moment.
I wasn't living in that moment. Like I started going back and listening to like Public Enemy, Fear of a Black Planet when I was like 21, 22. And I'm like, oh shit. Like,
yeah, I grew up with that. I'm old.
Yeah. So I'm listening like, oh, what the fuck is this? Like, you know what I'm saying? But I'm saying like A Boogie's music is the soundtrack to the youth in New York in the past 10 years. Like,
yes, it is. Like, it's a combination
niggas stopped being on the block and niggas started scamming. Like, you know what I mean? Like niggas started doing certain things, and the way he was saying things or talking about things, it was like, wow, like, oh, that's what's going on.
A Boogie, New York. A Boogie, a wild flat nigga, bro. You hear me?
Bro, that nigga's a legend. He just don't speak. He don't talk.
Yeah, he don't talk. Nipsey Hussle Victory Lap was a thing.
Victory Lap. Rest in peace to my nigga Nipsey, bro.
It was a thing.
But I'm just saying, just overall, it was a great body of work because, like, I love music that, like, when you listen to it, you could feel like you there with the nigga, right? Like, I'm from Harlem. Brooklyn is where Jay-Z is from, is a 40-minute train ride from where I'm from, a 30-minute drive, right? No traffic.
Right.
When you heard where I'm from, nigga, you felt like you was right there. You know what I'm saying? Like you felt like you was right there. So it's like when you hear Victory Lap, it's like, wow, like this is a different perspective on South Central LA. Same as Good Kid, Mad City. It's like Compton. It's like, you know what we knew Compton for coming up. It's like, wow, this is like, okay. Mm-hmm. There's a lot of music though, but let's keep going. Let's keep going, Face.
Hey,
Face, I fuck with you, man. You a funny nigga, man. I fuck with you.
Hey, some of this shit. So I have to bring this up. I want you to forgive me before I do. The impact of Africa Bambaataa in the Zulu Nation and his passing.
Mm-hmm.
What does the Zulu Nation? It's like a religion.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's like a religion. I don't know about it now.
Mm-hmm.
The Zulu Nation was like a religion in New York, bro. I don't give a fuck if you was a dope dealer. you know you had to pass through some type of Zulu Nation type fucking, you know, if you're gonna fuck with New York. What does the Zulu Nation mean to New York? And the rumors about what Africa Bambaataa was into or partake in, do those things forever hurt and tarnish the Zulu Nation and its impact? Because I know the Zulu Nation growing up, that being a dominant force who were like guardians of hip hop, bro.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, bro. I gotta be honest with you. So Face, this is another thing about me. Like, I was born in the Bronx. I mean, like, I moved to Harlem when I was 12, but like, to me, that never really meant nothing to me. Cause when them niggas like, and with Bambaataa's from Bronx River Projects, my grandmother had an apartment and my aunt took over that apartment up until 5 years ago when she passed away from my whole life. So like, I knew that it was around, but that ain't like the Zulu Nation. That never meant nothing to me. Like, I'm 43 years old. Yeah, okay. So when these niggas was like doing whatever they was doing, I wasn't concerned with the Zulu Nation. I was concerned with how to go outside as a kid. Like, I didn't really like I didn't grow up in that type of lifestyle.
In that era.
You know what I mean? Yeah. I ain't grew up in that time.
Can New York go ahead? I'm sorry.
No, what you was about to say?
Can New York ever reassume its dominance in the hip hop game, or do too many people hate the fact that you motherfuckers would not relinquish control, and people had to fight and kick and claw and scratch their way into being accepted? Don't
really
look like that,
dominance, nigga. Nigga, we name me any other place that has a Cardi B, nigga. We got Cardi B, nigga. We got Cardi B right now. Yeah, none of y'all niggas, not no LA, not no Atlanta. We got listen. Look, and don't get me wrong, Nicki. I mean, she, you know, Maga Minaj now and all that, but we got two super mega stars, and we got A Boogie too. You feel me? And I ain't gonna lie, my nigga Pop Smoke, inshallah, he ain't passed, man. I would have been, I was really looking forward to seeing what he would have did, but I don't think I feel like music
he would have done great things.
I don't think music will ever be region dominated again.
Right.
Yeah, I don't think it'll ever be region, because the internet, bro, all of these niggas want to be alike. It's like a lot of the Atlanta niggas, they dress like the New York niggas and vice versa. Like, they wear the same clothes. This like identity is kind of ripped apart. Everybody banging the same gangs. You know what I'm saying? It's like people in New York say cap. You know what I mean? Like niggas in Atlanta say dead ass. I never knew dead ass to be nothing than a New York word up until maybe 10 years ago. You know what I'm saying? So it's like the internet that made it all like congruent. Like, it done made it all like kind of one thing. So and the thing is that these new artists that's coming out, I don't think they care enough to establish their space anymore. I feel like they just want to be lit. You know what I mean? I haven't seen somebody in a long time that's like, I'm gonna make a difference for me and where I'm coming from. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think it's like that no more.
Yeah, I'm glad I have you on. This is not my show. This is our show. Whatever we decide, right? Wayno.
Yeah.
Can CMG ever rise to the level, based on everything that's going on with the aftermath of Big Juke's passing and Dolph's passing and everything that has happened in Memphis?
Yeah.
Can CMG ever have a genuine resurgence? And can CMG ever be a focal point in hip hop again? Or is there too much blood and is there too much? Is it just too much for CMG ever to rise to the level that it once enjoyed?
Yeah, it can. It's bro, end of the day, like the shit that, of course, like we know the story, right? Like what happened and all that, right, and whatever. And it's been a lot of bloodshed. But end of the day, bro, it's a company. You know what I'm saying? It's like, if niggas make enough music and they do enough things, generally speaking, people is not like CMG is not losing out on deals because of the street shit. Now, I think that some sort of shift needs to happen, and it's not just for CMG, but it's like all labels,
as a whole. Yeah.
And I feel like even when I feel like that was happening kind of like when I was at QC, right? Like, I feel like niggas wanted to shift, but I don't know. Like, I wasn't privy to the conversations of the shift. So I don't know what the shift looked like. P hired me, Coach P and Coach K hired me, but I don't know their vision for their shift was. Their shift could have been just them having more money, or it could have been to be more dominant in the music space. But music has shifted so much because I feel like all of the things that gave all of these niggas, whether it was a CMG, a QC, or whomever, superpowers, which was the streets, is now more the fans are looking into the streets of like, this shit is just dumb. Like, why should we care so much? Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's like, then you start adding into the credibility about all that other shit about if a nigga told or if a nigga did this or whatever. And it's all over the place. If people could focus solely on the music aspect, I feel like anybody could get back popping. You know what I mean? But I just don't know, bro. It's like, because niggas is also, while it don't matter, niggas is also still really, really held up on that. Like, think about it like this, right? When everything that happened with Future, what was the nigga that was signed to him? Boston Richie, right?
Yes.
Future has not said one word.
He been collecting that check. He don't give a fuck about Boston Richie.
But he also kept doing what he's doing.
Mm-hmm.
Future don't speak at all. He's the most quiet nigga ever, and he's still having success, even though he has an artist that had all these allegations on him. You know what I mean? So it's like, end of the day, bro, if niggas just start focusing solely on music and just putting music out and music business, then they'd be good. But once you start playing that game about all that other shit, that's where it started getting funny. You know what I mean?
Hey, Wayno, are you tuned in on the game? What's the score of that game, Wayno, behind you?
Oh, that's the the Knicks and the Cavs is going on.
What's the score?
Right now it's the Knicks is a lot to a little, 67-53. You know what I mean? They about to get the same thing would have happened if Detroit would have played these niggas. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we ain't even gonna go there, Face. We ain't even gonna go there. We ain't even gonna go there.
Well, no, listen, I'm gonna let you get to the game. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna let you get back to the game, brother. I want to thank you. I'm not thanking you. Why don't you close the show out? Fuck all that.
Well, I want to say this. No, Face. I do appreciate you even suggesting the thanks, but I want to thank you for sharing a platform with me as well. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I seen what you was doing online, and I just wanted to connect with you man to man. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, the people that connected us together connected us for a reason. And as we keep doing this shit, nigga, just know that anytime you need to call me up and we need to do one of these every now and then, I'm with it. You feel me?
Hey, listen, I appreciate you, man. Hey, Wayno, if you don't know him, where do they follow you? I know we're on your page too, but they're
Wayno 119 on everything, man. Wayno 119 on everything, but I am about to launch. It started out as just a sneaker channel, but it's gonna be a culture channel. It's called Out the Box with Wayno. You know what I mean? But I'm working on that. I also got Come Home With Me with Wayno. Face, you got to pull up and do an episode.
No, that's dope.
Yeah, man. It's it's the setting is like you're like it, nigga. You'll feel like you back at home. It's 1970s, look like the Jeffersons' living room or some shit. You know what I mean? So, you know what I mean? We pull up, we gonna have a conversation, bro. But yeah.
You a low blow king. I ain't mad at you.
Hey, man.
Hey, listen, a lot of motherfuckers ain't making Wayno.
Hey, listen, man. Yeah, no, that's a fact. Listen, hearing your story, nigga, I ain't gonna lie. You got some crazy shit with you. We gonna kick it and really deep dive on it because I'm gonna have a different perspective than anybody else talk to you about. But again, bro, I'm appreciative of being on the platform with you. You know what I mean? And chopping it with you, bro. For real.
Hey, listen, man. Hey, Wayno is in the building. Dawgface is in the building. You tuned into the best. It's the Wayno and Dawgface show. Let's get it, man. Let's go.